Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Society Hall. What a pleasure to have you here. You know, whenever I'm in a band, when we play someplace, I always hope that there are more people in the audience than there are in the band. But it's pushing it tonight, you know. I mean, but this is the biggest band that you can possibly fit in here, I'm sure. In fact, they would have, gotten off the stage and made a nice entrance when we introduced them, but they can't ever leave. They're going to be here forever. They can't get off. But anyway, I'm Don Richmond, one of the board members of Society Hall, and thank you so much for coming out to this wonderful community event. I just love that there is an organization like the Community Band, because there's so many people that they do music in school and they love it, and it's a really big part of their life, and then suddenly it's gone and they don't get to do it anymore. But yet, thanks to Dr. Carey Hart here, they do get to do it. So, and they are open for auditions and things if you want to break out that old clarinet or whatever. Anyway, it's going to be a beautiful evening. I just want to make a couple of announcements of some upcoming shows. On December 16th, our dear friend Robert, aka Rob Bosdorf, who you often see him running sound here at Society Hall, but he is a superb musician, songwriter, great guitarist, great vocalist. He was in the Tumbleweed with me for many years, and then has also fronted Sneakers and other bands, and he's going to do a solo show, and it should be a really sweet evening. So, and it's free. You don't have to buy a ticket. Just come on out, and he's trying to get people that have his CD to come and bring them and have them sign them. So if you have one of his CDs and you want to get them signed, bring it. Then we'll be taking the holidays off, and January 6th, a great singer-songwriter named Rupert Waits is going to be here. January 20th, Bart Edrington and his band, great Santa Fe artist. January 27th, Corliss Taylor Dunn, wonderful Broadway-style singer who lives up in Forbes Park and has literally toured the world doing that kind of music, is going to do kind of a sampler of a bunch of Broadway songs and shows, so should be beautiful. Great stuff coming up all the way along. Check the Society Hall website and get on our email list or whatever, and we'd love to see you here anytime you can make it. But tonight we got this great organization, great musicians, going to put on a wonderful show. We're making a live recording of it, and they're going to do kind of some of their favorites and greatest hits, and then they're going to do a bunch of Christmas songs, and even the Grinch is going to make an appearance, I believe. So anyway, would you please welcome Dr. Carey Hart and the San Luis Valley Community Band.
Thank you. As Don mentioned, we're doing a live recording this evening, and so I want to just go over a couple things. Don's sound system and the mics that he has, they're going to pick up everything. So if the door opens or closes, it'll pick that up. If you have cellophane in your pocket and you touch it, it'll pick that up. Please make sure your cell phones are off. The reason that we're doing the live recording, let me ask, how many of you are aware that the San Luis Valley Community Band has existed since the early 1900s, maybe even a little bit before the turn of the 20th century? Just a couple of you. That's why we're doing the recording. We don't want the SLV Community Band to be a best kept secret anymore. we want to get it out there. So what we're doing is the recording is going to be on a website, Facebook, one or the other or both, and also on YouTube. and it'll take a while for us to get it out there, but we want to get a snapshot of the quality of the SLV Community Band. From what I could tell in the research that I've done on the SLV Community Band, and by the way, it wasn't always called SLV Community Band. It started out with the Woodman Band, and then it went to Alamosa Band, then Alamosa Municipal Band, and now it's the SLV Community Band. But the literature that they've played, it was very difficult. It's about the same level of difficulty as we're going to be playing tonight. And so that tells me the quality was always there, but we don't know for sure because we don't have a recording. So tonight we're going to do the recording. And so this is going to be a document of what the SLV Community Band, the tradition of excellence that Alamosa and the San Luis Valley has had for over 100 years. So in addition to being very cautious about the noise when the band is playing, what I'd like you to do, first of all, I really appreciate all of you being out here, but you're going to be on the recording also. If the band earns your applause, which I'm confident they will, what I would like you to do is make it sound like we're in a stadium with 70,000 people listening. Think of the SLV Community Band as rock stars, and you're in a big rock concert, and just if you can be enthusiastic with your applause, that's going to come out on the recording. And keep in mind that this is going to go worldwide, because anything that goes on the internet, and one of the things that I've found is that the community always supported the community band. Well, I shouldn't say always. I found a couple letters where they said they needed more support from the community. But by and large, the community always supported our local community groups. And so the enthusiasm, applause, if we earn it, I don't want you to do anything we don't earn, but if we earn your applause, that shows the support that you have for your local community musicians. So keep in mind with this live recording that will be out there for the world to see and hear. Okay, and with that, we'll get started. Again, this is the SLV Community Band. The first number is a march, an old march. This was one that would be typical of what was done over 100 years ago with this organization. This is called the klaxon. That's it. Thank you. Now, hopefully after we play this, it'll be the same. Thank you. One of the things that happened, it was a real tragedy for this band at the end of the summer. We were getting ready to play for the Potato Festival over in Monte Vista. And one of our trumpet players, we were going to do a tune called Bugler's Holiday, which we are going to do this evening. One of our trumpet players was practicing that. He collapsed and was not revived, and we lost him. That was Joel Ladafolk. And Joel was an exceptional musician and the nicest guy you could ever want to meet. He had a stellar character, high moral compass. He was a man of considerable principle and conviction, and only matched by his musical talent. And so tonight we're going to do Bugler's Holiday. This was the piece that Joel was working on when we lost him. And this is going to feature Connor Bourne, Michael Bush, and Lynn Warwick playing Bugler's Holiday. I wanted to record this one this evening because I want to give Joel's family a professional recording of this piece that he had been working on. So, Bugler's Holiday. This next one is one of the more difficult band pieces ever written, and it's a real classic. It's Second Suite in F for Military Band by Gustav Holst. This is written about 1908. Gustav Holst was British, and so it's going to have that real British flavor to it. 4 movements. We've got a march, a slow movement, Song of the Blacksmith, and then Fantasia on the Dargasan, which is some old English folk songs. And one of those is Greensleeves, which dates back to about 1200. So this is Second Suite in F by Gustav Holst. The rich music culture that we have here in the San Luis Valley is more than just the SLV Community Band. We have some great singers in the valley, some great vocalists, and I'd like to bring our valley vocalists up at this time and do a combined number with the band. This is Battle Hymn of the Republic. And, well, I'm going to let this one speak for itself. Okay. Number 5. Thank you. And since you have a program, you know at the end of the program, we're all going to be singing some Christmas carols together. So this is the quality of group you're going to be singing with. This next one is the March by Kenneth Alford, Colonel Bogey. You may recognize this. It was used as the music for, I think it was the World War II movie called Bridge Over the River Kwai. Thank you. That is the portion that we wanted to get on tape, that we wanted to get recorded. Now we're going to have some fun with some holiday music. So I think some of the band members wanted to change colors here. Not that they're chameleons, but they wanted to get into holiday spirit. So we're going to pause just for a minute, and then we're going to start this next portion of the concert off with a tune called Christmas Eve Sarajevo. It's really not a variation, but it's a take on Ring Christmas Bells, and it was done by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So in just 1 minute, Christmas Eve Sarajevo. Go ahead. Just so you know, that was not Christmas Eve Sarajevo. that was that old Chinese number that some of you heard us play before called Tuning. Ready? All set? Christmas Pipes. Thank you. And this next one I think you'll all recognize. This is Sleigh Ride by Leroy Anderson. And just so you know, we all probably don't look any older than 25 up here, but we don't have any age discrimination with the SLV Community Band, and that goes both directions. And we've got two of our percussionists are 7th graders that are taking middle school. So. This next one is a takeoff on a familiar Christmas carol called Hark, the Herald Angels Sing. This one's Hark, the Herald Tubas Sing. And the tubas have convinced all of us that they've got angelic voices. So you be the judge. Actually, to me, they are. You can't have a band without tubas. And we've got a great tuba section, Curtis West and Allie Taylor.
Instruments that really does not get well-deserved credit. I have yet to hear a conductor or band director say, "I wish we had more trumpets."
That's called sibling rivalry. Yeah. Here's another one you'll all recognize. What child is this? And now, a surprise. I think you know it's coming up if you look at Don's sweater.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
And round of applause for Don. He makes a good Grinch. Thank you, Don. Our last program number is, it's that most wonderful time of the year, and then we'll do a few Christmas carols and call it a night. So this is SLV Community Band with our last program number, and really appreciate you being here. You've been a great audience. It's been fun for us. Hope you've had a good time too. So here's, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Before we start, all of this here would not be possible without our director, Dr. Carrie Hark.
Thank you.
She's put in a lot of work, dedicated to keeping this band going, helping us out, picking all the music. I still pick the Tubas. So, but on behalf of the band, we appreciate everything you've done for us.
Thank you.
And hopefully will do for us for the oncoming years.
Absolutely. So, thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. We really appreciate it. Thank you. This is really a good group to work with. We're all volunteers, and it is a pleasure for me to have the honor and the privilege of working with such fine musicians. And I think you'll agree after, if you haven't been following the SLV Community Band, at least after tonight, you know that we've got a treasure here in the San Luis Valley. So. Thank you again, and here's our last number. Let's hear it for the choir also. Thank you. And we're going to start off with Silent Night. Nice job, everyone. Really sounded good. And thank you so much. Yeah, try everything twice through, okay? And with the introduction. Okay, now, a lot of times when we do these sing-alongs, I mention that if you don't know the lyrics, I'd rather you didn't sing. But tonight, there's no excuse because you've got the choir to follow, okay? So here's Silent Night, and we're going to do 2 verses on all 4 tunes that we're going to do this evening. So sing along with us. The band will give you a little bit of an introduction. In 6, 2 bars, intro, last 2 bars. The next one we're going to do is Jingle Bells. Okay. The star is 1, 2 bars before the first ending. 2 before the first ending.
Ending or the second? Which ending do we do?
Take the second ending and then we go back to the beginning. Okay?
Yes.
2 bars before the second ending, take the second ending back to the beginning. Here you go. Okay, this next one, Deck the Halls, and everyone should know the Fa La La refrain on this one.
Last four bars we'll do 2 times through, 2 times through. And one more, Joy to the World.
Hey, Carrie, is this Joy to the World the traditional version or the Three Dog Night version?
I don't know the Three Dog Night version. I'd have to look that up in my history books.
You heard that right there, whippersnapper.
I actually didn't see the humor in that. So, by the way, the lyrics are thanks to Tita Louise Martinez, and David, you need to be reading the lyrics that she gave you.
Right here.
Okay, here we go. Joy to the World.
Last four bars, 2 times through. Thank you so much. This has been a fun evening. Hope you enjoyed us, and have a good holiday season.